know Jerome is coming up and he's going to blow the house out, but I had to get that in.
Salute to everybody here in the building, man. Y'all know what time it is. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. I am your host, Graphk Raider. Hangover Monday is here. Salute to all my people here in the building. Green Dot Gang in the building, man. Salute to the non-members, the members. Appreciate you guys, as always. A lot to talk about today. Real quick, man, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This stream is powered by BetUS. Make sure to head over there and use the promo code YouTube150 to get 150% off your first 3 deposits for up to $2,000. Salute once again to our proud sponsors over at BetUS, man. Salute to all my people, man. Tough pill to swallow, man. Yesterday, nasty work, man. Look, you guys, the bag is already out. The bag is out. Look, I was going to cut some holes in this, but I didn't want to do it, man. It's Raider related. You know, I don't want to dismantle anything with the shield on it. But rough Sunday, man. It's definitely nasty work. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly. Not really a lot of good to talk about at all, but we're going to talk about it. You know, salute to the greatest chat in YouTube history, man. Make sure you guys wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Bad all across the board, you guys. Poorly coached game from Antonio Pierce, from Luke Getsy. One of the most vanilla offenses in the NFL. I believe I seen something on Twitter. I think we were the 30th, ranked, most vanilla offense out there yesterday. I think the Atlanta Falcons, and I think it was one more team that was worse than us in terms of play calling on the offensive side of the ball. Nasty work by the offense. The O-line, terrible. In pass pro, Minshew was running for his life, you guys. I know a lot of people want to place the blame on Gardner Minshew yesterday. Yes, he had a terrible turnover, a late game turnover that really didn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but he was running for his life. He did not trust that offensive line at all. They were terrible in pass protection. They were also terrible in the run game. Andre James, nasty work yesterday. Did not look good at the center position. Parham, definitely questionable out there. Colton Miller had one of his worst games that I can even imagine, dating back to his rookie season. Gave up 2 sacks. Cody Whitehair struggled at left guard. Mumford surprisingly looked pretty good there at right tackle for us, man. That is a good sign that maybe, just maybe, we have our future right tackle there in Mumford. But yeah, man, that O-line struggled mightily yesterday, man. Yeah, and Primo's definitely. Scout was right. He's right. Colton Miller was one of the worst linemen out there yesterday. I believe he gave up 2 sacks, 4 pressures, something along the lines of that. And I'll bring up those stats today. Once again, salute to our guy. Scout, I was going to bring these up real quick. Let me see. Boom. Salute to our brother Scout. I'm going to bring these up right now. Colton Miller, 2 sacks, 4 pressures allowed. Cody Whitehair, a hit, 5 pressures allowed. Andre James, a sack, 3 pressures allowed. Dylan Parham, a sack, 2 pressures allowed. And Thayer Mumford only gave up a hit and 1 pressure allowed from the right side. So Mumford had a really good game for us on the offensive line. But yeah, as a whole, man, that unit was terrible. I'm hoping that Jackson Powers Johnson is ready to go here soon. We may be seeing some Jordan Meredith here in the near future. If these guys cannot figure it out, we might see an Andres Pete sighting here very soon, the veteran that struggled at tackle for us in preseason and for the New Orleans Saints last year. May see him here soon as well. So a lot of just the O-line was nasty in pass protection, nasty in the run game. Just not a good game by these guys at all. Zamir didn't look good out there. You know what I mean? He couldn't get it going. Once again, the O-line was terrible yesterday. 13 carries, 44 yards on the ground, average 3.4 a clip. He did have a long of 12 yards. But outside of that, we had 71 yards rushing, including Alexander Madison, who had 5 carries for 19 yards. Gardner Minshew had to run for his life yesterday. He had 3 carries for 5 yards. And then Jacoby Myers had 1 carry for 3 yards. Nasty work from the offense yesterday. I mean, you know it's bad, you guys, when Davante Adams, our star wide receiver, was only targeted 6 times. Had 5 receptions, at 59 yards, an average of 11.8 a clip yesterday. Davante Adams was only targeted 6 times yesterday. That is nasty. Brock Bowers was targeted more than Davante Adams. He had 8 targets for 6 receptions. He had 58 yards. He only had 1 less than Davante Adams yesterday. So it was just nasty, nasty work all across the board. And Max Crosby did have a sack yesterday, you guys, but the defensive line struggled as well. We only had 1 sack. That O-line that the Chargers put out there definitely cooked, deep fried our defensive line. This is the first time, and don't, maybe I could be wrong here, you guys, but I think this is the first time in a long time that Max Crosby didn't have 1 pressure. I don't think he had a pressure yesterday. That is crazy. Joe Alt was out there doing his Dougie at right tackle, controlling Max Crosby. Not 1 pressure from Max on the right side. He did have a sack, the only sack of the entire game, but that's nasty, man. That is nasty. Max got owned yesterday. And mind you, Christian Wilkins, looked good out there. From the other side, we didn't get any help. Tyree Wilson gone, knee injury. He's out. Charles Snowden, Janarius Robinson. We didn't get really anything out of them yesterday at all. In terms of pass rush, it was nasty. It was nasty all across the board. The only thing that I could say is, you guys, the defense really performed really, really well in the first half. They also did not allow Justin Herbert to get in his bag in terms of passing. He only had 144 yards in the air, 17 for 26. He was sacked 1 time. So the O-line definitely kept Justin Herbert upright. And outside of those 2 big carries from J.K. Dobbins, they struggled to run the football the entire game, you guys. This was a matter of 2 very explosive plays from J.K. Dobbins that changed the trajectory of this game. They did not run the football effectively at all. At one point, they had 28 yards rushing, I believe, in the second half. And then, boom, J.K. Dobbins takes the top off. 10 carries, 135 yards on the ground, an average of 13.5, a long of 61, and 1 touchdown. And once again, the nasty thing about that J.K. Dobbs situation was that last play where he ran off of that 61-yard touchdown. It was very, very predictable. We knew they were going to run the football. This is what they did all game long, and we could not find a way to stop the ground game. That is nasty, nasty, nasty work. I'm not giving Jim Harbaugh any credit. I'm telling you right now, I'm not giving Greg Roman any credit. I'm not giving their defensive, their defensive coordinator, anybody over there, any credit. The thing that happened yesterday was we literally beat ourselves. Simple and plain. The Chargers did not, outside of their defense, I have to give their defense some credit. You know what? Sorry. I got to give Jim Harbaugh and company some credit on the defensive side of the ball. They definitely played a really good game, but that offense, they struggled. They struggled. Our defense did exactly what they were supposed to do, but they couldn't get it done when it mattered the most. Divine Diablo, look, bro, you struggled at linebacker. Like, you struggled. At some point, we may see Spillane and Tommy Eichenberg when he's healthy out there as that duo. We may have to see those guys out there because Divine Diablo in the contract year, you look bad. You look bad. Couldn't come down with a tackle when it mattered the most. Once again, you're chasing guys down from the backside. It's just nasty, nasty work. Divine Diablo couldn't finish up yesterday. Nasty. Nasty. Let me get these supers in real quick before we get into our spiel, because I'm going to say some things that I think a lot of you guys may not like. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Mario Mumford did not give up any sacks. That is cap. He did not give up any sacks at all. At all. Mumford did not give up. Those were on Dylan Parham. 2 sacks from the right guard. Technically, Mumford gave up nothing on the right side. I believe he gave up, we talked about it earlier, I believe it was 1 hit and 1 pressure allowed. He did not give up any sacks yesterday. Salute to my guy Hug D's on the $20 special. The O-line was like a turnstile in jail at a vagina factory. Run game looked like a DMV waiting line. Minshew pissed me off with that fumble. Jack in the secondary tantrumed at the end like my 8-year-old. I want refunds. Couldn't have said any better, man. Salute to my father in the building, man. Our guy, the GOAT himself. Hug D's on the $20 special. Salute to my dog, man. Salute to Heat Check on the $5 special. I'm sure that was Devontae's choice to hire Getsy, the coach from his Packer days. Devontae got to lay in the bid he made now. I mean, look, you watch his presser. He wasn't, you can see that he was, well, not the presser, but, they were asking him questions in the media afterwards, and he looked a little frustrated. But, yeah, I mean, this is definitely a situation where Devontae definitely had his hand in that hire. It is what it is. Look, point blank, period, the end. When the Cliff Kingsbury thing fell through, when we seen that we weren't going to be able to bring in Clint Kubiak and these other guys that were potential offensive coordinators for us, Getsy was a guy that Devontae had history with. And I guarantee you AP went to his best player on the offensive side of the ball and said, what do you think about bringing this guy in? And we're going to talk about AP here in a minute as well. But salute to Heat Check. This is facts. This is facts. Salute to the 600 people in the building, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, man, hit that subscribe button. Salute to Jay Cooper. How did the great vibe strategy and wearing Air Force Ones work yesterday? Who hired Getsy? Who said we're going to get Jaden? Who didn't go for it on 4th and 1? Jay, salute to you on the $10 special. We are definitely going to get into our bag here because I'm seeing a lot of people, and I put this on Twitter, and a lot of people were like, oh, Graphk, blah, 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 blah. Look, I will die on this hill. Antonio Pierce lost that game for us yesterday. Point blank, period, the end. You believed in your offense in the first half when you didn't need to go for it on 4th and 1. You didn't believe in them when it mattered the most at the Chargers' 43-yard line with 6-7 minutes left in the game, 16-10. We had an opportunity to go up on them at one point, and boom, you didn't believe in your offense enough. You put your defense back out there after they're probably just exhausted. You put them back out there. Yeah, we pinned them, I believe, at like the 8-yard line, 10-yard line, somewhere along those lines. But and he had the nerve to say in the presser that we got what we wanted out of that. What? You got what? You pinned him down at the 8 to 10-yard line, but like what? What do you mean you got what you wanted out of that? You used all your timeouts. Poorly coached game by Antonio Pierce. It is what it is. I know a lot of people, and I said this on Wasted Show, and I'm going to kind of recycle a little bit what I said on Wasted Show yesterday. Salute to my bro. But AP, you got to wear that. You got to wear that. And I didn't like what he said, Cooper, in his presser as well. Like, he didn't really like specify what the thought process was behind that. That's the thing that irritated me. You didn't specify, it was, what were you thinking there on 4th and 1? Oh, we thought, and kept it moving. It was very short and sweet. Give us an answer. What was the thought process behind what was the thought process behind that? And once again, AP, you hired Luke Getsy after the Cliff Kingsbury thing fell through. That was your hire. You're the one. A lot of people, Zeus lost this game for us. He fumbled the football. Our head coach, Antonio Pierce, was the guy that made Zeus the number 1 guy for us. Who named Gardner Minshew? A lot of people blaming Gardner Minshew on being the guy that lost us this game. Who made him the quarterback 1? I'm sorry, but no one is above criticism in this building, you guys. Yes, AP was the fan hire. Everybody was excited about him. Max Crosby went to bat for him. Devontae, a lot of other guys went to bat for him. No one is above criticism in that building. No one, especially AP. Your quarterback and your head coach have to wear most of the stains that come with these L's. It is what it is. Why do you think I was so critical of Derek Carr? Because that is the most pivotal quarterback position in the NFL, and the head coach. They got to wear this. They have to wear this. Getsy called a terrible game. Very vanilla, very high schoolish philosophy on the offensive side of the ball. The O-line struggled. That's James Craig and Joe Philbin. But once again, who is the guy that hired all these guys? AP has to own that. You have to own that. You know what I mean? And this is not me screaming from the mountaintop for AP to lose his job at all. This is not me doing this, you guys. I want AP to succeed. I want this guy to be the guy that turns this thing around. But he was not my first option. The guy that beat us yesterday was. And this is not me saying I told you so, because it's only been 1 week. AP is 5-5 in the short time that he's been in the NFL as a head coach. It is what it is. He's 500 right now. Where do you go from here, AP? Are you going to have you guys ready to go? Are they going to be ready to go? Because I'm telling y'all now, this is going to be a very angry team in Baltimore this upcoming Sunday. They're about to be pissed. They're about to be Y'all not going to like what I have to say about this game. We're going to talk about that all week long. You guys are not going to like what I have to say about us going into Baltimore. We lost a game that we should have won. Period. We are not a team that can afford to lose games that we should win because we're not that good of a team to do that. You have to win the games that you're supposed to win. Point blank, period, the end. You can't expect these guys to go out there and beat Baltimore in Baltimore this year. We can't expect for this team with Gardner Minshew at the quarterback position to go out to Arrowhead and do it 2 years in a row and beat them. You have to win the games you were supposed to win. The Chargers did nothing to beat us yesterday. We did everything in our power to lose. Simple and plain. You cannot afford to lose those type of games with the roster that is constructed here. Period. Period. The end. AP, this loss is on you. Yes, Carlson missed the field goal, a 49-yarder. We'll talk about that here in a little while as well. Yes, Gardner Minshew turned the ball over twice. But when it mattered the most, you didn't say, offense, we have been putting all this pressure on the defense. It's your time to shine. All we need is 1 fucking yard. 1 yard. That's all we need is 1 yard. Go get that. Even with the O-line struggling. I said this during the live stream yesterday, you guys. Okay, Zeus can't run the football right now. Alexander Madison is struggling outside of the passing game. Hand the ball off to Brock Bowers. Give him the football. Line him up at H-back. Give him the ball. Let him go get you a yard. I could have lived with losing that game, going for it on 4th and 1 and not getting the first down. I could have lived with that. I could have lived with that. Yes, the offense struggled yesterday, but you have to look at the clock. You have to look at everything as a head coach, AP. You can't look at this and say, I trust my defense with 7 minutes left in the game. The offense is already struggling. You're at the 43-yard line. You may not get another opportunity to be where you are right now to win this game. What the fuck was the thought process behind that? AP, what was it? What was it? And I'm sorry, I'm not going to let that down. I know it's 1 week. I understand it. I get it. But I can't live with that. I can't eat that. I can't eat that. You gave up on your offense when it mattered the most. If you want this offense to move forward with some type of confidence, some momentum in their favor, you have to allow these guys to go out there and try to get that yard. Because guess what happens, you guys? If they go out there and get that yard and go upfield and we win this game 17-16, that offense is going to believe in themselves to go into Baltimore and be able to get it done. What are we doing here? What the fuck are we doing here? AP, you gave up on your offense, man. I know the offense sucked all game long. I know Minshew, didn't look great. I know the offensive line struggled. I know the ground game did not do what they were supposed to do. I understand that. But give them an opportunity to go out there and correct themselves. You rolled the dice in the first half on 4th and 1. And let me talk about this real quick as well. Why not throw the challenge flag out there on that play, that Trey Tucker first down? I thought it was a first down. I thought it was, look, even if we didn't get it, go out there and throw the challenge flag and just see if we could somehow, some way get this first down so we don't have to go it on 4th and 1. But you picked the wrong time to not go for it on 4th and 1. First half, you go for it. The second half, when the game is on the line, you don't. What is the thought process behind that? And this is why I feel like, and I love AP. This is not me shitting on Antonio Pierce, you guys. This is our coach moving forward. It is what it is. But this guy has not been anything else but a linebacker coach at the collegiate level and at the NFL level. And right now, it's starting to show. It's starting to show. In week 1. Can we get some corrections here? Maybe. But I have to be honest. From what I seen yesterday, you guys, I'm the most optimistic Raider fan in the world. You guys know this. But once I see something that I have to go off of, this can potentially be a long, long year for us moving forward. A long year. Coaching, O-line, the ground game. Coming in here with Gardner Minshew after a year of Jimmy G. This may be a long, long ride this year, you guys. Simple and plain. Salute to Ross, man. Ill intent, pain, and violence equals what AP delivered to. Raider Nation. Salute to my guy. Salute to my guy. Let me get these supers in, y'all. My apologies. Salute to Raider Pace. I honestly can't pass too many judgments after one game with 16 left, but it's obvious what needs to be fixed, and the coaches better fix it. By the way, we're going to be pissed too. Players are positive, so I'll be also. Yes, Gardner Minshew said they'll correct some things. Yes, Devontae said all the right things. But I'm going to be honest with you, Raider Pace. I need to see it. All that talking shit, that's cool. That's cool. I didn't see enough. We went into LA, you guys, against a divisional rival. We put up a 63-piece on them the last time we seen them. Scored 10 points yesterday. 10 points. Looked very Josh McDanielish yesterday. Very Josh McDanielish yesterday on the offensive side of the ball. Salute to my guy, Pace. Salute to Jay Cooper, man. AP last year was a YouTube motivational speaker that won us football games. My question is, when the motivational speaking wears thin, you have to rely on coaching chops. What does he have? We're going to see moving forward, right, Jay Cooper? We're going to see. Salute to my guy, Coop. This is facts. Salute to Fuck You, one of the greatest names in YouTube history. Remember when they said they want to work on Minshew's erratic gameplay? I feel like he should have been given freedom on third downs, and I still have it. Yes, dinking and dunking all over the place. But also the O-line did no service for Gardner Minshew. Let me ask you this, Fuck You. How are you supposed to stretch the field with Trey Tucker or DJ Turner or even Devontae Adams? Any of these guys, how are you going to stretch the field when Gardner Minshew had no time to throw the football? I seen a lot of people yesterday, oh, man, where's the deep ball? Where's the deep ball? Well, where the fuck is the offensive line? Where's the blocking? If you want Gardner Minshew to throw the football down the field, you got to give that man some time to throw the football. And there wasn't a lot of time. That man was running for his life. I'm going to be real, y'all. I was going for Aiden O'Connell. Aiden would have died in yesterday's game. The only reason that some of these plays even came about was because of Gardner Minshew's legs. If Aiden was there in the pocket yesterday, that man would have been sacked 10 times, bro. No cap at all. No cap at all. Aiden would have had a miserable day. Miserable. He would have been sacked 10 times. Khalil Mack probably would have had 6. Bosa would have had like 4. Minshew was the one that was creating that extra time with his legs in order to get out the pocket and scramble a little bit and try to make whatever plays he can make possible. But he didn't have enough time to get rid of the footballs on some of those deep balls. It just didn't happen because the O-line did not hold up for him. Salute to Verbal Jiu-Jitsu. With defense being bad, I disagree. Truth is we scored TDs. Chargers wouldn't have had the luxury of running the ball. Score TDs, the Chargers don't run. Salute to my guy, Verbal Jiu-Jitsu. Salute to Joe. Let's not lie to ourselves. We're 0-2 already. Let's not talk about the Ravens. We got 11-win defense, but a 3-win offense. If you don't trust Getsy to get 1 yard, then why is this bum here? Talk that talk, Joe. Salute to my guy on a $10 special. Let me check out. Let me get these supers real quick, y'all. We're going to get to the bottom of the chat as well. Salute, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you guys are not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button. Let me see. I'm just pissed, you guys. I'm pissed. I didn't see anything to be happy about moving forward. I know it's week 1. I know, sometimes you got to go out there and see what works, see what sticks, and get hyped up about the next week. Hey, man, put week 1 in your rear view, right, and move forward. Nah, man, I can't eat that. I didn't see enough yesterday. I didn't see enough to make me excited about anything moving forward. Can I be real with you guys? As somebody that is an AP enthusiast, someone that loves what he's brought to the locker room, I was watching Ben Johnson very closely out there in Detroit last night, getting that win, in OT against the Rams. I was watching Ben Johnson very closely. That's all I'm going to say. Watching him very closely, very closely. And I think there's a reason why AP's contract has never came out. Like, how many years is on his contract? How much is it getting paid? We don't know. It technically never came out. I was watching Ben Johnson very closely. And that's not me saying that I'm giving up on AP. This is just me saying I'm out there looking towards the future to see if this guy can't get this thing together. I'm looking at an option of a brilliant offensive mind and looking at this offense and seeing, oh, we're struggling. We are struggling. These past 2 seasons on the offense side of the ball, we have struggled. In recent memory, we didn't have a defense. We had an offense. It was never really an issue to score. The problem was stopping your opposition from scoring. I'm looking at Ben Johnson. If you could bring him in, just saying, if we don't correct this thing this year under AP, you bring that offensive mind together with Patrick Graham and that defense, but let people run with the narrative that I'm screaming, because I already know this is going to happen. Oh, Graphk is already saying fire AP. Not saying that. I'm just looking ahead. Salute to Mike Downs. How can you have so much experience on your coaching staff, yet you still can't coach up a good game on all the coaching staff except Graham. Talk that talk, Mike Downs. Salute to my guy on a $5 special. Salute to Irvin Hunter. I'm going to be honest, Graphk. AOC was the quarterback when they beat him last time. Why change the formula? This is on AP and TT, man. Salute to my guy, Irvin. I said it already, bro. I think that Aiden would have got cooked out there yesterday. The way that O-line was holding up, bro, Aiden would have got absolutely deep fried yesterday. Real talk. And once again, you guys, I'm not giving the Chargers outside, the defense looked good for them. They definitely stopped this They definitely wreaked havoc on our O-line. What did they have? 4 or 5 sacks yesterday? I think Khalil had 2 by himself. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But they were all over the place. Got to give that defensive line credit. But they did nothing to me, in my eyes, that showed that they deserved to pull off that win. We definitely self-inflicted wounds. Need Gainer ASAP. Still, Raiders, baby. Dave Lee, Gainer was out there yesterday. He was active. Seen him in special teams. Seen him out there a few times. I mean, I don't know what they have, what the plan is with him moving forward, with Malcolm Kuntz being out for at least 4 weeks. But he was out there. He was out there. Mari Burney was out there. Let me see. Gainer was out there, right? I could have swore I seen him on special teams. Let me see. Salute the Top Beats, my dog, on the $10 special. There's only so far you can go with the rah-rah pep talk. AP's made some bad decisions, in my opinion, from who is our starting quarterback, game management, fourth quarter, Zeus is not JJ, and we're not going to the playoffs. Talk that talk, my brother. Talk that talk. Talk that talk. I was screaming from the mountaintops. That was my first option. Then it was Jim Harbaugh when it became realistic that he was coming back to the NFL. Then it was AP. It was a 1A with Harbaugh, 1B with AP. But my first option was Ben Johnson. Because you've seen what that defense did last year. Like, they started to turn up. If you bring an offensive-minded guy like Ben Johnson in, and you have that both sides of the ball, like, come on, man. Salute to Jose. How much time did you give AP in Minshew? Look, man, AP's not going anywhere. He's not going to get fired this year. Unless there's at some point we're 0-10 or some crazy shit, then it's like, look, you got to go to Max and Devontae and say, y'all still want to potentially be traded on his account? Do you? I don't know, Jose. I'll say this. I think AP got the year to figure it out. I think we already know what Minshew. He has a 2-year deal, 15 per. At the end of it, this Minshew's not going to be the guy moving forward anyway. We already knew he was going to be a bridge guy. But the problem is, who the fuck are you the bridge for? Who are you the bridge for? Raider Ryan, I'll go look for it, bro. My bad. The chat is flying. But, like, you got a bridge quarterback, but who are you the bridge for? The problem is, like, who is it Aiden? I don't think so. I don't think so now. Who was he the bridge guy for? Nasty work. Salute to the Mopes. AP needs to look at Campbell and go for it like he did on 4th when it matters. Dinking and dunking, passing to the flat and screen plays, running the ball in shotgun position in 4th and 1. Is JMD still here? Yeah, man, I seen that 4th and 1, that like delayed handoff. That was nasty work. That was disgusting. I would have rather have Minshew sneak it than to do that little delayed. What are you doing? The defensive line is already eating the offensive line's food. What are you doing there? A delayed hand? Like, what are we doing here? Salute to the most. I agree with you, man. Salute to Coach. Hey, Graphk, since you've given up on what? Since you've given up on AP and one Ben Johnson, you and I are seeing eye to eye or sipping the same Jamba Juice, if you will. Salute to you, my brother. Look, man, I am rooting for him because he's our head coach. I don't want to say I've given up on him, but I feel the same way about AP that I felt as when he was named our head coach. I just felt like, now he's our guy. I got to root for him, right? He's our head coach. What do I look like coming on here every day and shitting on AP? Got to give him an opportunity. He's 500 at this point, 5-5. You got to give him an opportunity to get right. But I personally would have went for experience over the rah-rah and the hype. You know what I'm saying? But, it is what it is, man. Hey, look, I'm rooting for AP. I hope AP can prove a lot of people wrong, including myself. You know what I'm saying? But We shall see. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. It's not gonna get any easier. You got, Baltimore coming up. Carolina looks like shit. You got Cleveland, who's probably gonna be very, very upset about that murder show with Dallas yesterday. It's not gonna get any easier. Salute to my guy, Coach, man. Salute to Isaac. Graphk, AP, and Getsy need to get this shit right. This is facts. Facts, man. Salute to my guy. Isaac, salute to Dave Lee. Miller was not looking good. He got absolutely cooked. Gave up 2 sacks, 4 pressures. He looked nasty out there, Dave Lee. He looked like a guy that was coming off of a shoulder injury, facing one of the better pass rushers in Khalil Mack. Salute to Primos. Mayo beat Cincy and Cincy. What's AP's excuse? Let me go back real quick, you guys. I know I missed a few super. Salute to Ryan. Salute to 209, my guys. My bad. My apologies. The chat is flying. We have 1,100 people here in the building, y'all. You know what I mean? So bear with me. Salute to my guy, East Coast Gridiron, in the building as well. Let me see. Let me find these real quick. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, man, what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button. We are not done talking our shit. I'm trying to find these other 2 supers that I missed. My apologies. Once again, narrator Ryan and my guy, 209. Let me see. Boom, boom. Hold on, y'all. I'm going back. But yeah, Primo's definitely no excuse. Salute to 209, my guy. What's good, Graphk? I'm with you 100%. How do we go for it in the first half and not in the second half? Diablo, Zamir, and Carlson look bad. And people don't want to talk about this. But last year, Carlson started to show a little chinks in his armor. Wasn't that close to perfection the year prior. He's starting to show a little signs of, regression here. People don't want to talk about it, but it's just real shit. Like I said yesterday, the game was big for AP. Man up to it. Salute to my guy, Aaron H. 209. Appreciate you, my brother, as always. Salute to my guy. Let me see. Okay, salute to Verbal Jiu-Jitsu. I missed a few. The truth is, we were lied to. We completely abandoned the 12 personnel. We are supposed to be a run-first team, but we look like a 7-on-7 team. I blame the coaches for trying to make us something that we are not. Man, Verbal Jiu-Jitsu. My dog cooked on that one. Salute the Tribe. Season is going to be longer than Mike Glennon's neck with Getsy's play. Salute to my guy, Tribe Called West. Salute to Raider Ryan as well. Nation, it's only one game, and I'm trying not to overreact, but come on, AP. You must do better and take accountability. Just got married Saturday. Salute to you, man. Congratulations. That is a beautiful thing. And yes, it's only 1 week, but I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't see enough out of this team yesterday to be excited about anything moving forward. Anything outside of the defense looking phenomenal in the first half. There's just nothing that I can go ape shit over moving forward. Anything that I'm excited. I think that they really just lowered my expectations even lower than they were previously. Salute to Raider Ryan. Jonathan's in the building as well. AP is a storyline, not a coach. Can't disagree with you on the Gruden talk. But salute to you, Jonathan, man. Appreciate you. Salute to Sky High. Still have hope for this season, but if the play continues till week 4, take to the Jets for Reddick in the second round. Trade up, get our franchise quarterback. Don't sound good. Salute to my guy, Sky High. Man, I'm gonna say this, man. If this continues, we've talked about this a million times. If it looks very, very bad by the trade deadline, I have no problem with moving on from Devontae Adams and that contract and just looking towards the future and trying to figure out a way to secure your quarterback of the future, man. So salute to Sky High. Definitely, man. I hear you, brother. Salute to Heat Check as well on a $5 special. And then let me get back down to the bottom of the chat. My apologies, guys, for those who I missed on the super chats. Honcho said he saw a team yesterday that looked like they were playing for their friend, not their coach. What do you think about that? I think that Honcho hit it over hit the ball out the park on that one. So to my brother Honcho, man, he definitely came back yesterday, put out a video before the game and talked this shit. I definitely agree with him. Definitely agree with it. It looks exactly like that. Salute to my guy Honcho, man. Let me see. I'm trying to catch up on these supers. My apologies, you guys. All right, boom, boom. Yes, I seen that Derrick Brown out for game 3 is only good news. Yeah, I believe he hurt his MCL. He might be out for the season. So to Pablo, we're gonna be 0-2. Really needed that win. Salute to Pablo, man. Salute to Timmy. I feel AP has conceded losses, trying to lose, but keeping it close. Like it will help him keep his job. Scared money don't make no money. Talk that talk, my brother. Salute to Timmy B. Salute to Memo as well. Are you going to be in Vegas, my brother, in 2 weeks? No, I will not be. I will be in there with our Raider Nation Nomads. I still have faith in AP. Salute to my guy, Memo. I will not be out there. Supposed to be out there in New Jersey at bar anticipation for the Carolina game. So I won't be out there. And I don't know when I'm going to be in Vegas this season, to be honest, Memo. But have fun, my brother, as always. And salute to you always out there repping the nation proudly, man. Salute to my guy, Memo. Heat check. I read both of them, brother. Yes, I'm just trying to catch up, playing catch up right now. Looks like this will be the 2004 equals 2014 all over again. Salute to Black Raider WP in the building. My guy on the $2 special. Salute to King 85. Keep it 100. Mark was strong-armed into the AP hire. I agree. Those in the building that was threatening to ask for trades, etc., better go all out for him. This is facts. This team better go out there and perform for him. Real talk. We need Max. We need all these guys to go out there. But I'm going to tell you right now, once again, King 85, you got one of the best wide receivers in the business. He had 6 targets yesterday. That is inexcusable. Not going forward on 4th and 1 at their 43 with 6-7 minutes left in the game. Inexcusable. The thing is this, you guys, I'm sorry. As a fan, you are not going to sell me on this shit no more. I tweeted this out yesterday. I don't want this to be a situation that turns into Gruden's second stint where it's all hype. It's all, yeah, we got our guy back. Yes, Mr. Raider, the guy that, woo, woo. This better not be Gruden 2.0 again. I'm so sick of this excitement off the field with no results on the field. I'm telling you now, if this is Gruden 2.0 in that second stint, I'm about to be very, very, very pissed off, man. Real talk, man. Real talk, man. Graphk, do you think we should be ready to be looking at quarterbacks like Cam Jordan? I think you mean Cam Ward. Quentin Ewers and Carson Beck? Definitely. Definitely. I did my first mock draft of the season last night. And I drafted 2 quarterbacks. But you definitely got to be looking ahead and looking at these guys. This is what you have a scouting team for. They're definitely out there looking at what's moving forward for us. Definitely. But hey man, you got to work with what you have right now, right? Gardner Minshew. This the Gardner show. Minshew Mania, right? A lot of people were hyped up about him. Minshew Mania, we here. Let me see. So the Graphk, man, front center. Andre James will lose that starting center position. I agree. He got absolutely deep fried yesterday. He got cooked. Salute the Graphk. This is facts. The whole O-line. But Andre James looked ass yesterday. Dominated. So at the top, with one of the toughest schedules in the NFL, our offense isn't ready with Getsy. I see Tay gone with no quarterback and a marginal OC. I want a QB. That's another guy that we were screaming from the mountaintops for. The players will lose faith, and Max and others will win out. I don't think that Max is ever going to win out. I think that he's going to be here to see this thing through at least another couple years, at least through this contract that he has. But I can definitely see the Devontae talk heat up if we're terrible by the trade deadline. Salute to Top on the $10 special. Salute to LT. Being a Raiders fan is like being in an abusive relationship. F my life, Oos. Facts. Salute to Big Mike. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I'm over the whole nation pandering. This the thing, right? When you have a passionate fan base that relies so heavily on our identity, right? The hood shit, the gangster shit, the persona of, we that grimy, nasty, a lot of us come from these type of neighborhoods and whoop. When are we going to become a team that actually not only lies on that, but like actual results on the football field? At what point can we all just say, hey, it's not enough. It's not enough anymore. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm sick of hanging my hat on these 3 titles that happened when I wasn't alive. I'm sick of hanging my hat on being that team that personifies where I'm from and what I've represented my entire life. Growing up, I'm over the persona. I don't want that anymore. Like, I don't want to just be this identity. I want to win football games. At what point are we going to do that? At what point can we return to that? And I think Honcho touched on that as well yesterday on this video. Like, persona is not enough. It's not enough. Where's the results? We want to win football games. Hey, Docs, the O-line, are we zone blocking or power blocking? It's zone. Zone. But yesterday it looked like neither. Neither. Nasty work. And then the one time we do actually block, Zeus went untouched. That gap was wide open for him to get out, fumble the ball. Nothing went in our favors yesterday at all. Salute to my brother Hammer in the building, man. Little bro, what's good with you? Salute to Victor. Rayola, Mahomes. Oh, you talking about the Nebraska? Salute to Jonathan, man. AP's a social media coach. It's going to get ugly, man. Hopefully you're wrong, man. Hopefully you're wrong, and hopefully a lot of other people are wrong. But I'm going to tell you right now, it definitely seems like another nostalgic hire at this point to sell the fan base. The Gruden hire, the second time, to help usher in the audience to follow the team to Las Vegas, right? We know that was a nostalgic hire. It was a nostalgic hire. It really was. To help bring everybody from Oakland and LA to Las Vegas. And it didn't work out. And I'm hoping that this isn't the same thing with AP bringing them in, and the low riders. You can sell us California people on that, the low riders and the 6-4s and shit. Like you can sell us on that, right? I'm 40 years old now, man. That shit don't excite me anymore. The 20-year-old me definitely hyped up. I love this shit. I'm living this shit. 40 years old now, dog. Can't sell me on that anymore. Can't. Results, man. Results. I don't care if Jim Harbaugh is out there in LA singing "He's a Jolly Good Fellow." I don't care if he turns off the music at practice. If they're winning games, he was the right hire. Whatever works in order to win football games on Sunday, that's all that matters the most. So, I don't care about the cigars being lit and all that other shit. Like, I just don't care. Whatever it takes to win football games, that's what it takes. Like go out there and do that. I'm not sold anymore on the whole cigar experience, the 6-4, experience, all this other shit. I'm just not. Go out there and win football games. If we got to go out there and sing "Livin' La Vida Loca," but we're winning games, fuck it, I'll take it. I don't care. I don't care. I just want to win football games. That's it. Simple and plain. I don't really care. Salute to Victor, man. My of us need to stop with Carr. Come on, man. Yeah, look, you guys. I love that DC went out there and had a game yesterday. He was facing one of the worst teams in the NFL. In the NFL. Yeah, he had a great game. 200 yards passing, like 3 or 4 touchdowns. Let's see what it looks like against the Dallas Cowboys this upcoming week. I knew that was going to happen. People getting all hyped up because DC had a big game yesterday. Bro, we did it against the Carolina Panthers. What are we doing here? Now, if he continues that all season long, more power to DC. Once a Raider, always a Raider. But come on, let's stop with the bullshit, man. Let's not keep reliving our past and going, oh, DC, we should have did this and we should have did that. Man, DC is a New Orleans Saint now. And he played really good against a terrible team. Salute to him. This upcoming loss is going to be worse because Raiders are going to get beat by the Ravens, a team that is what the Raiders used to be. So what coach is pretty much stating is, we're not going to go out there and lose this game ourselves. The Baltimore Ravens are going to beat us. Damn, coach. Nasty work, but you may be onto something. But we'll see. We'll see if this team wakes up. Salute to Mike Daniels, my guy. Yeah, man, the Black Air Forces and all that good shit, man, whatever. Persona, reminiscent, being grimy and gritty, don't build empires. This organization must and has to do better, and I'm tired of the old history also. This is facts. Salute to my guy, Mike Daniels, on a $5 special as well. Salute to Jose. Appreciate all you guys for rocking with me as always, man. Wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. I never met you, but I love you. Laugh out loud. Thanks for all. Salute to my guy, Jose. Appreciate you, brother. Let me see. Yeah, Hug. Get rid of anybody that calls this fan base the worst fan base. Get rid of them. You have full full access to delete anybody that talks bad about our fan base. Let me see. Just win, whether nice or ugly. Just win. Facts. I would have took that win yesterday if it was 17-16. I would have took that win if it was 9-7. You got to finish ball games. You got to find a way to win. We didn't do that. Vegas. Hey, man. Players shouldn't be picking coaches. Blame Mark. Talk that talk, my brother. Can't get raped. My guy in the building, man. Thanks for the GOAT content, my guy. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, me either, Elite. I don't give two shits about DC. When he comes home and retires a Raider, I'm going to celebrate him. Until then, whatever, man. Keep that shit moving. You're in the easiest division in the NFL, and you beat a terrible, terrible team who's going to be drafting potentially number one next year and probably trying to find another quarterback because the Bryce experience looks disgusting. So, ITK says, I have a feeling Laubie's going to play a lot. I mean, hopefully. The only type of success that we were finding in the ground game was in the passing game with our running backs. The only touchdown that we had yesterday was Alexander Madison. That was it on a 31-yard shot. And he had to literally go through leaps and bounds, literally, in order to secure that touchdown. Zeus couldn't run the football. The O-line wasn't blocking. This is why I would love to see more Amir Abdullah, would love to see more Dylan Laube out there, and Alexander Madison, a guy that can get it done in the passing game as well. I definitely want to see those guys out there. Leo, yes, I was definitely happy with Bowers, man. I think Bowers had a great game. His first, look, they're going to lean on him a lot. They showed that yesterday. You know what I mean? You've seen him in the slot. You've seen him in the X. You've seen him all over the place. He has 6 receptions for 58 yards. He averaged 9.7. He had a longer 26. He was targeted 8 times, 6 receptions. You'd love to see that out of your young rook, your first round guy. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you want to see out of your first round guys, like a Tyree Wilson, who's already dealing with a knee injury. That's what you want to see out of your first round guys, production. And it's only going to get better with him moving forward. So, yes, I was very excited seeing what Brock Bowers brought to the table yesterday. I'm excited to see him moving forward, and he's going to be a very pivotal part of this offense, especially with Luke Getsy, man, struggling. That O-line struggling. You're going to lean heavy. You got to lean heavy on your Michael Mayers of the world, your Brock Bowers of the world. You got to lean on your guys like Trey Tucker and DJ Turner, trying to get them to football as much as you can. Where's Tyreek McAllister? I want to see him out there get some snaps on the offensive side of the ball. Get your dynamic play callers, your playmakers out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got to do some end arounds, some jet sweeps, whatever you need to do in order to get your playmakers to football, do that. I want to see Tyreek McAllister out there against the Baltimore Ravens. Get the football in his hands. I want to see more of Trey Tucker. If you can't find the time to throw the deep ball, then find a way to get him involved. Get the football in his hands. Same thing with DJ Turner. Get the ball in his hands. It's nasty work. Yeah, Sky, Bowers look good. I'm happy we got him. He's going to give us a lot of yards for years to come. He is definitely going to be a guy that is going to be a major player moving forward. Definitely. But I'm telling y'all now, playing against the Chargers, and you look at these stats outside of those big runs from J.K. Dobbins, you look at what they did. If I go to ESPN right now and I look at the stat sheet and I see Gardner Minshew, 25 for 33, 257 yards, a tutty and a pick, sacked 4 times, a QBR of 29.8. And then I look at Justin Herbert, 17 for 26. He struggled, 144 yards in the air. He had 1 touchdown. He was sacked once. I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, if I didn't see the score, we went out there and cooked. You take away those 2 big plays from J.K. Dobbins, which you can't because it happened. But I'm just saying, you take away those 2 big plays, their ground game was non-existent. You look at the receiving, 144. Their leading receiver, you guys, Lab McConkey, a rookie out of the slot, 5 receptions for 39 yards. You look at this box score, and you're like, we should have won that game. It's nasty work. Salute to Elite. It's going to be a West Coast short passing game. Every time they made 2 or 3 plays, then came a sack, then a turnover. They stopped themselves. Talk that talk, Elite. Talk that talk. Let me see. Man, he's stupid. So I blame you, Graphk. I blame you for this L. Hey, look, I gotta eat this L, man. I got to. I'm gonna have some fun on the AFC West roundtable tomorrow with Jake and my guys. We're gonna have some fun. I gotta hold this L. Gotta hold this L. Look, the thing is this, man. I can take an L, but when you're out there literally acting as though you don't want to win, let me get Manny the fuck out of here, bro. Bro, get the fuck out of here. I don't know this guy, Charger fan. Let me get this dude out of here, bro. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm thinking our offense just needs time to gel, and it'll start clicking, hopefully sooner rather than later. Not trying to cling on to false hope, but there's still time. There's plenty of time, right? But I'm just being honest. I didn't see anything out of this offense yesterday to be excited about moving forward. Boop, 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 boop. That boy Manny is a pack now. Manny is a pack now. And I think that's the same guy that went in and commented in the comments section talking about, oh, that's 61-23. Yeah, that didn't happen now. What? You can't take that away. That shit still happened. What do you mean? Pierce have a presser? Let me see. I don't really want to hear any talking, but you know, if y'all want to watch it, we can watch it. Oh, it happened 37 minutes ago. It happened a while ago. They're not live right now. I don't want to hear any talking. To be honest, I want results. I don't want to hear any talking. I don't want to hear anything about that game yesterday. I've seen enough. I don't want to talk about it. Like what can Antonio Pierce say about yesterday's game that I'm like, oh, okay. Point proven, point taken. I didn't see anything. I don't want to hear that shit. I just don't. I don't want to hear that shit. Go beat Baltimore. Then I'll listen to you talk. 4th and 1 punt, man, with the game on the line, bro, at the 43-yard line of the Chargers, man. Salute to Ant. With the O-line looking the way it did yesterday, do we switch it up, or do we switch it up with DJ Glaze at tackle and Mumford at guard and hope that JPJ is healthy? That may be something that we can look at, even though Mumford looked good at right tackle yesterday. And I don't know if you want to move him. I mean, what do you think about putting Glaze there at guard? He's played guard. He's played tackle. I mean, maybe at some point you may have to take Parham out. The Parham experience may be cooked. It may be over with here shortly. But if you want to experience, I'm not taking Mumford off the field and moving him to guard for what? I thought he played good yesterday. I thought he played well. He didn't give up a sack. So, if anything, you know, get Parham out of there and move Glaze in. That's what I would do. If we're going to mess with this O-line and it's not working, you look at, well, JPJ may have to go in there for Andre James at some point if he continues to get dominated. In a perfect world, Colton Miller, who struggled at left tackle, you go probably Andres Pete, who's a guard to me at left guard. You put JPJ at center. You put Glaze at right guard. You put Mumford at right tackle. I'd be okay with that, even though it's still too early to give up on the entire O-line. You know what I mean? Because that is a dominant defensive line that we faced. It's going to take a little while for Colton to get, you know, back into the form, in a rare form. Remember, you guys, he's definitely coming off of a shoulder injury. Baltimore is not unbeatable. The O-line look weak. Agreed. I'm not afraid of that Baltimore team. The problem is I didn't see enough out of our team in order to beat that team. That is a very beatable team. But they're going to be at their place with an extended amount of time off. Very pissed off at the refs because the way they were treated in Kansas City. A well-coached team with Harbaugh and company. Phenomenal defense. The O-line is going to take a little time to gel with who they have out there, Linderbaum and Voorhees and and company. It's going to take a little time to put that together. Is it a winnable game? Yes. But if we play the way we played yesterday, you're not winning on the road on an early game in Baltimore against a team that's pissed. Hell nah. Until proven otherwise, I got us taking the L. I just got to be real. Good morning. My bold prediction. We beating the Ravens. Have faith. Raiders. Arlen, I hope you're right. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. Salute to my guy Arlen. Salute to TN08. Parham is too undersized. Put Pete and Meredith in. Salute to my guy TN08. I wouldn't be upset if we start seeing a Jordan Meredith sighting here soon. Salute to Graphk, my guy. My brother. Next week, we'll show what kind of coach AP is to me. This week one loss means it's time for AP to drop his nuts in that offensive coach meeting, starting with himself. But Getsy can't do that shit again. Facts. Facts plus tax. Salute to my guy, Graham Cam in the building. Oh, Julio, look, at that point, if you go 0-3, it's heads are flying at that point. I mean, could you imagine that? You go to Baltimore, you lose, you come home, first game at home, and you lose to the lowly Carolina Panthers? Oh, heads are flying at that point. Nobody's safe. If you start this season off 0-3, nobody's safe at all. Period. Silent. I mean, look, this is what happens when your O-line is not doing what they're supposed to do. If they're not going to protect you, any quarterback is going to be rattled. Gardner Minshew is not a Jaden Daniels who struggled in the passing game yesterday, but had 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's not a guy like a Lamar Jackson that if you can't get the ground game going, you can rely heavily on him, to get it done in the ground game. He's not him. He was rattled. They were not protecting up front in the run game. They were not pass proing. All in all, the O-line looked like shit yesterday. Any quarterback will be rattled when they're literally hiking the football and the defensive line they're already in the backfield. At that point, what are you supposed to do? That's why I'm laughing at everybody blaming Gardner Minshew about this loss yesterday. The dude had no time to do anything. Hike. You already got somebody in your lap. How can you blame Gardner Minshew yesterday? With a poorly called game from Luke Getsy, a poor showing from an offensive line. That unit was terrible. And then once again, a coach that showed no confidence in Gardner Minshew and that offense when it mattered the most on 4th and 1, punting the football. Nasty, nasty showing yesterday. Yeah, Brian, but this is the thing. This is why I'm worried about these guys doing that type of shit. Because, yeah, he got kicked out the game, but the NFL can still look at this situation and say, oh, he's suspended. He needs to miss a game. Max Crosby going out there and dipping dude on his shit. He needs to be suspended. This is why I understand the frustrations at the end of the game. I understand the hit on Marcus Epps and all that other shit, but you guys have to be able to keep your heads. Cooler heads need to prevail in that situation. We can't afford our best players out there on the defensive side of the ball to go out there and do some stupid shit in garbage time to potentially miss games down the line. So I don't know. We are the Raiders. The NFL can come out today and said, okay, they said no suspensions. Okay, thank God. Thank God. But I'm just saying, we're the Raiders. You don't think they're looking for a reason to sit Max Crosby out? Sit Jack Jones out? They definitely are. We got to be smarter than that. Wipe them feet, y'all. Salute to everybody here in the building. 1,100 people rocking in the building. Appreciate you guys as always. Yeah, S-Dot was nasty. It was nasty. It was disgusting, man. Disgusting. Get a few more questions in, you guys, before I got to get out of here and go pick up my sons. Salute to everybody as well. And once again, salute to our proud sponsors. This stream right here is powered by BetUS. Make sure you guys go over there to the site. Tell them I sent you. Make sure to go over there and get 150% bonus on your first 3 deposits. Not 125 anymore, you guys. 150 on your first 3 deposits for up to $2K. Fastest payouts in the industry. Make sure you head over to BetUS and tell them I sent you, man. Our proud sponsors. Once again, this show is powered by BetUS. Let me see. Salute, salute, salute. Zeus goes down by the feather of a touch. You stupid, man. Salute the heat check. I didn't like seeing Max and Wilkins get in on that fight and start throwing dudes around by their jerseys. Not a good look at all. Yeah, man. Once again, it's week 1. It's week 1. You could potentially miss football games by going out there and doing that nonsense. Definitely, man. And some people don't want to, own this shit, you guys. Max didn't have a great game. He didn't have a great game. First game in forever, I believe, he didn't have a pressure. He had a sack. Let me look this up. I want to see the stats on Max. I believe that he did not have a pressure yesterday. '29th ranked offense yesterday. 29th ranked offense yesterday with Luke Getsy. Nasty work. Nasty, nasty work. Max had 5 total tackles, you guys. So 2 solo, 1 sack, 1 tackle for a loss, 3 quarterback hits. Robert Spillane led us in tackles, 10 total, 7 solo, 1 tackle for a loss. So there you have it. But I think I can pretty much tell you right now that Max was not happy with that performance yesterday. He wants more out of himself as well. Let me see. But if I had to give any type of game balls, we'll give a few game balls before I get out of here, and we'll give some nasty work awards. That's going to be the new one. Nasty work awards. And we're going to give some game balls. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Salute to JT. So tired of this shit and feeling like this. This is facts, bro. Salute to my guy, JT. I saw Clint QBX's offense yesterday scores 47 points. There you go, heat check. With a less talented offense at that. At that. A less talented offense. That's what's fucking crazy. Salute to heat check. Salute to Lindsay on the $10. I need a PFF breakdown on how bad every lineman actually was. Maybe you and Sanjit collab. Let me reach out to my brother Sanjit. We definitely need to get the 12 personnel together this week. Definitely. Salute to my guy Lindsay. Definitely need to reach out to my dog. Let me see. Salute to Raider Phil. We can't stop Robbins. How are we going to stop DK? You meant Dobbins. And stop, D. Henry and Lamar Jackson. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, we're gonna have to put Getsy in the skybox next week. But let's give some nasty work awards. All right. Nasty work. AP. 4th and 1. No confidence in your offense at the end of the game. Nasty work award. Antonio Pierce. Nasty work award. Luke Getsy. Called a terrible game. Terrible game. Very high schoolish. Very, very pee-wee footballish. Nasty work award, Luke Getsy. Nasty, nasty, nasty work award. The offensive line as a whole. Even though I like what Mumford did, what he put on tape yesterday, got to give him a little bit of flowers. I like what Mumford did. He was like the only guy that kind of showed me something on the O-line. But, hey, it's a unit as a whole, right? Nasty work. Miller looked terrible. Cody Whitehair looked terrible. Andre James, terrible. Parham, asparagus. Nasty work award as a whole goes to the whole unit of the offensive line. Nasty work award, Zamir White. Couldn't run the football, fumble, nasty, right? Nasty. A few other, you guys may not agree with me on this, but when we needed a turnover the most, Merrick could not come down with that pick. That ball hit him right here in the numbers. I know he fell to the ground. I know he kind of slid into it, but that ball hit Merrick right in his numbers. That pick right there could have changed the momentum, the trajectory of that whole game. The whole game. That play, nasty work award, Trayvon Merrick. Divine Diablo, nasty. All across the board, just nasty. Couldn't tackle, couldn't get nothing done in coverage, just nasty. Divine Diablo was just despicable yesterday. 3 total tackles, 1 solo. Divine Diablo looked like a guy that does not want another contract with us. Nasty a work award. Daniel Carlson, 49-yarder with no problems of weather. You're inside of a nice, beautiful building. You're there with turf at your disposal, just like you are at Allegiant Stadium, and you miss it when it mattered the most. Nasty work award, Daniel Carlson. There's a few other guys, but, we can keep this thing going, but not going to do that. We'll give some game balls away as well. Brock Bowers. First game, went out there, did his thing. He was blocking. Got it done in the passing game. Once again, with 6 total receptions for 58 yards, a long of 26. Played all over the place. Once again, seen him in the slot, seen him at the X. He was all over the place in that offense. Definitely got to give him a game ball as well. If I had to give another receiver a game ball, I would definitely give it to Jacoby Myers because he only had 3 targets, but he had 3 receptions. One a long of 33 yards. He has 61 yards to lead us in the receiving department. So I'll give Jacoby Myers once again a game ball. And Jacoby just does all the dirty work. Another guy that blocks, he catches the football. He does everything. Like Jacoby Myers to me is like, if you could put him in a category, like you can't really put him in a category. He kind of does it all. Block, receives. He just does it all. As a leader in the locker room. I'll definitely give him a game ball as well. Outside of that, I'll give Spillane a game ball as well. I thought he was all over the place. They sent him a million times, you guys. This guy was all over the place. We blitzed left and right, and it looked like Spillane was always just a missile heading towards Justin Herbert and company. So, and once again, he led us in tackles again. I think he had 10 total. 7 solo. I'll give Robert Spillane a game ball. And I want to give Christian Wilkins one as well. It seemed like he was in on every play. He had 5 total tackles, 4 solo. I swear there was one play where I think he even dropped into coverage, right? Like I was like, okay, what are we doing here? You know what I mean? The DBs, if you want to give any game ball, you can give one to Jacorian Benny. He had a big play, a pass breakup there early on in the game. Jack Jones and company really didn't give up too much in the passing game. So if you want to give any game ball to anybody on the defensive side of the ball, it would be the DBs. I thought that Jacorian Bennett and Jack Jones had a hell of a game. Also, man, I want to give Charles Snowden his credit, a guy that came up off the practice squad, and it seemed as though he was on the field all day long. Like they did not take him off the field. You know what I mean? And let's give another nasty work award to Tyree Wilson. Couldn't stay on the field. Nasty. Disgusting. Alexander Madison deserves a game ball. If we're going to give anybody else on the offensive side of the ball, nice 30-yard receiving TD. Worked hard for it. Had to jump over the defender to get it done. I'll definitely give Alexander Madison a game ball if we're going to give away any more game balls. But other than that, I can't give Gardner Minshew one. I didn't see enough, but I didn't see enough to give him a nasty work award either. So he's right there in the middle. Didn't do enough to get a nasty work award, but he didn't do enough to get a game ball. So, but other than that, you guys, I mean, that's just pretty much what I saw. There was a few interesting looks that Graham gave out there. Yeah, that's not. I seen Christian Wilkins drop into coverage. I seen Snowden at one point lined up on the outside. I was like, what the hell are we doing here? Like, this is crazy. Did y'all see that Snowden was lined up at corner? I was like, Graham is he's doing all kind of shit today. And my bad, I lost my voice, you guys, so I'm trying to get it back. So bear with me today. But yeah. But all in all, man, it was a nasty game. Realistically, I don't think that anybody really deserves a game ball when you lose 22-10. But I want to just, give some of the guys that worked harder than the others, a game ball and all that good stuff. And I wanted to give Max one, but we rely heavily on him on the defensive side of the ball a lot. Like, that is our superstar. So for him to not get to Herbert at least 2 or 3 times yesterday, I don't want to give Max a game ball because I feel like he didn't earn it. I felt like, you're playing against a rookie, Joe Alt, a guy that you should be out there doing work on. We've seen a couple stunts and a few different looks. Yeah, Max is all over the place. He always is. But what did it equal out to? So I don't want to give Max a game ball, but I'm definitely not going to give him a nasty work award at all because he did just enough to not do that. He played the run well. He got to Herbert once. He was definitely in the backfield a lot, but Joe Alt won. He won that matchup. A rookie out of Notre Dame won that matchup. Seeing Miller getting blasted by Mac, nasty work. There you go, Wilder. Definitely nasty work. Definitely. But salute to my people here in the building. Still got over 1,000 people, man. I'm going to get out of here and go pick up my sons. We may put something together here a little later as well, you guys, so stay tuned. The season is back in action, so we're going to be active all day long. I'm going to get me some tea, try to get my voice together, go get my kids. But we'll be active all week long, you guys, so stay tuned. Once again, salute to our proud sponsors over at BetUS. This live stream is powered by BetUS. Make sure to head over there and get you 150% off, your first 3 deposits for up to $2,000, the fastest payouts in the industry. Make sure you use promo code YouTube150 if you go over there to BetUS and tell them that Graphk sent you, man. As always, salute to all my guys, all my people here in the building. Love and appreciate every single one of y'all. Let me get the hell out of here and rest this voice. I'm out. One.